Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Shannon Bishop, and I am the instructor for this Math 151 online course. So I just wanted to welcome you to a new semester and also show you a little bit around our Canvas page. So we do use Canvas for this course, and I just wanted to take a minute, give you a feel for how the course is going to be set up within Canvas and just kind of show you around a bit. So I'm going to share my screen and we will go take a peek at our Canvas page. Let's see, here we go. Okay, so when you log into Canvas, this is our home page. This should be the first thing that you see. And what I have is obviously just a very brief welcome message. And then there are two quick navigation options right here if you would like to use them. There's this button, which will take you directly to my office hour information. And then also this button, which is called our modules. And this is where all of our course content will live. So you can navigate to our content by clicking this button for modules, or you can also go over here to the left. On the left-hand side, you'll also see a button called modules. So however you'd like to get there, but that is where you're going to be going every time you come to our class. So I'm going to click on this one just for fun. And okay, so this is what's in there right now. So first of all, this first module, the student resources, that was put there by the Chandler Gilbert, powers that be, so to speak. That's all just like that startup information that the college wants you to be aware of. If you're brand new to using Canvas, you might click on this first one. If you want to make sure that your email is set up, that's what this next one is for. Student resources that are available. Optional orientation workshops. Student life and leadership tells you about the clubs and various social and leadership opportunities we have on campus. And then, of course, a very important one, which is all about our math tutoring services that are available to you. So this will always just sit at the very top of our Canvas page. So go ahead and navigate through there as much as you might feel like you need to. But our course content starts right here at what is called Module 0. So there should be two things published when you first log in. All of Module 0 should be available, and so is all of Module 1. So this first week, we have a lot going on. And I don't want you to feel too overwhelmed, but I will just fully admit it's a lot because Module 0 has all of our administrative stuff that we have to get through in order to make sure that you're set up for success for this class. And then Module 1 is our actual first week of mathematics content because yes, we are doing math right away. So there's two things going on right now in our Canvas page, both of which are equally important. So let's start at Module 0. So the way that Module 0 is designed, you can just start at the very, very top, click Start Here, and that is where you will find this video. That's last year's video, by the way, but this video will be there soon. And then tells you a little bit about the structure of our course, some of the assignments and activities. And then here's how Canvas is designed. Instead of having to go back into the modules and then click on the next thing, you can just click right here in the lower right-hand corner is a button that says Next. So if you click Next, it will just take you to the next page in the module. So the next page in our module is just a little brief welcome PowerPoint that kind of gives you some tips for success, gives you a feel for some expectations. This is an optional, but also strongly encouraged text messaging kind of option. I do use the Remind app as an alternative way to communicate with students. If you want to take advantage of that, you would just either get the Remind app, it is free, or you don't need the app. You can just compose a text message to this phone number, this 81010. And then as an online student, you would enter in this class code and it would subscribe you to my text messaging alerts. So again, not required, but if you wanted to, it's just one more way that we can communicate with each other. And then the next thing in this little welcome PowerPoint says, okay, we are now going to go check out the syllabus. So the thing coming up next is our syllabus quiz. But I don't want you to take the syllabus quiz, obviously, until you've gotten a feel for what's in the syllabus. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. Over here on the left-hand side, you will see that it says Concourse syllabus. If you just like left click that and open it in a new tab, then you will have the syllabus just ready and waiting for you in the next tab. Oh, I haven't pressed publish yet. That's why it's doing this. But by the time you see this video, it'll be published. So the entire syllabus will live right here. Because when you go to next and you're actually prompted to take this little syllabus quiz, first of all, please notice it's unlimited attempts. So if you miss one, that's okay. Just go back to the syllabus, try to find the right answer, and then just redo the quiz and go ahead and get that question right. But what I'm thinking here is that while you're taking this quiz, you're going to have the syllabus open in the very next tab. And so you can just be scrolling through looking for the answer to that question. The purpose of this is not to, intimidate you or make you feel like you have a quiz right away. It's to just make sure that you've seen the policies that are listed in our syllabus that, in my opinion, are some of the most important ones. So that's what this is about. Again, you can take it as many times as you need to until you get 100%. Because when you're done getting 100%, the very next thing, is that you'll be doing your formal syllabus acknowledgement. So this is where you essentially, you're going to copy paste this statement. And you're going to say, I, Shannon Bishop, have seen the syllabus. I understand the policies. Even if I don't like them, I know what they are. And, I still want to take this course. And then I have a couple small questions down here as well. So that's really important. This becomes our binding agreement that you know what this class is going to require and you still want to take it. So that's what that is. Let's see what's next in module 0. Yes. Okay. So the class requirements and startup skills quiz. Again, unlimited attempts. So if something goes wacky, you're just going to go back and you're going to do it again. But what this quiz has in it is just some of the, I don't even know what to call it. It's like administrative requirements. So for instance, I need to make sure that your notifications are turned on, because if I message you, I want you to get the message in a timely manner. It's going to see that you know how to insert a screenshot into Canvas. Can you take a screenshot of something and insert that picture? It's going to require you to make sure that your email address is verified, because again, if I email you, I want you to get the email. It also provides an opportunity for you to practice typing math. So, if you're trying to type mathematics to someone, you're like, well, where's the square root key on my normal keyboard? Well, there isn't a square root key on your normal keyboard, but we have a math type feature built into Canvas, which allows you to access buttons like square roots or whatever else you might need. So one of the questions in this quiz will prompt you to essentially type math. And you'll have to demonstrate that you can find where that toolbar is, where you can insert an equation and go ahead and type the equation. So it's a lot of just little details like that. Might be a little bit tedious, but it's extremely important. So again, you'll go take that quiz. If something goes wacky, I'll just give you a little bit of feedback on it and ask you to do it again. So again, unlimited attempts on that. What else is in module 0? Okay, so the next thing in module 0 is your chance to practice using Respondus Lockdown Browser. So in this class, your exams will absolutely be done using Respondus Lockdown Browser. And so that is something that you will have to download. Lockdown Browser is a downloadable, it's free browser. And the link is in our syllabus. So if you go to our syllabus, you will see there's a link where you can download the browser. And then you will have to take this quiz using the lockdown browser with a webcam. It is a requirement for this online class that when you're taking your exams, you will have your webcam turned on. You will show me that you're the only person in the room. You'll show me what's on your desk. And then you'll take your quiz with the webcam right there. So this is a chance to practice what that is going to look and feel like. So within this, again, quiz, unlimited attempts, within this quiz, there's some questions that I want you to answer. Okay, so you'll answer my questions. They're not math related, don't worry. You'll answer my questions, and then when you're done, you'll click, submit, and the lockdown browser will become free. You'll be free to go do whatever else you want to do, because then the very next thing is you're going to show me, and this obviously tells you step by step, but you're going to show me that you can then take that piece of paper that you answered your questions on, and you're going to show me that you can turn that piece of paper into a submittable PDF, because that is how you will be submitting things in this class, is via PDFs. So after you take your quiz using Lockdown Browser, the expectation will be you can then turn in that document by turning it into a PDF. So there are some options here on how to use your Apple device to make a PDF, how to use your Android device to make a PDF, or if you want to, there is a free app called Adobe Scan that also students have had a lot of success using. I hear it's very user-friendly, and you can use that as well. So on this page, you'll be once again submitting the answers to those few questions in the form of a PDF. Again, if something goes wacky, I'll just have you resubmit it. Okay, which is going to be trial and error this first week until we figure it out. So that's what that one is. What's next? A little introduction. Yes. So yeah, I do want you to introduce yourself to your classmates. So I gave a sample of my introduction, and then you will be introducing yourself as well. And then after that, you will be partitioned into groups for this class. So every now and again, we'll have a group assignment. And so since you will be indeed working with a few people in your class from time to time, I want you to make sure that you've introduced yourself to those few people. So after you post your introduction video, you're then going to come here into this group discussion space, and it's already set up. You'll only be able to interact with your group mates when you get to this page. You'll only be with your group mates. And I want you to, with your group mates, say, hey, it's me. I watched your video. Super cool that you also love hiking. I love hiking. You can maybe connect on a couple of details. And then I also want you in this space, tell your teammates how you want to be contacted. Do you want them to Canvas message you? Do you want to give them your phone number and they can text you or call you? Do you want to tell them your Snapchat handle and they can use Snapchat or whatever other mechanisms you guys are using these days? Totally up to you. But I want you to just let everybody know, hey, if you need to get a hold of me, please do it this way. And then last but not least, if there's anything else you just wanted to share with your group mates, because this is the more intimate setting, this is a great place to do that. And then that is it, I think, for module 0. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to modules. So we just now went over everything in module 0, which again is all administrative. Tedious, maybe. Necessary, yes. So you're gonna get all that done as timely as you possibly can. And it all has to be submitted by Sunday night. If you do not complete module 0 by Sunday night, you are removed from the class. So that's what's important about that. Okay, but I'm hoping you don't take all the way till Sunday, because here's the deal. This week, not only are you doing module 0, you're also doing math. Okay, so this module is also posted, and this is the module that houses the actual lessons for this week. So this particular week, we are doing a little bit of review and then a little bit of new stuff as well. So again, the expectation is probably that you just start right at the very top, which is our overview. It will tell you what we're doing this week, and it will also tell you the due dates of that week. So this is just kind of your one-stop shopping to know when the due dates are for that week. And then as you progress through the module, you'll just have various learning things. So what you'll come across is typically some PowerPoints that have the notes within them. So these are all notes and videos. Some of the videos are created by other people. Some of the videos are created by me. It's just a little healthy mix. And so you'll go through, you'll take notes as much as you need to. You'll watch videos, you'll take notes, you'll watch videos, you'll take notes. And when you're ready, you'll just go on to the next lesson. This particular lesson has a document that goes with it. So if you wanted to download that document, it's what is used on that very last slide. So up to you if you wanted to access it. But same thing, this is the second lesson of this week. It's PowerPoint, and you will go through. You'll take some notes. You'll read through obviously carefully. You'll take some notes. You'll make sense of it. You'll take some notes. Here's a video made by me. And it looks like that is the end of that one. And then what I almost always try to do is provide just additional videos, because here's the thing. When you're done with my lessons, whatever those lessons are, you might feel great about the material, and whatever videos I chose to put within the PowerPoints might be enough. But every now and again, you might be like, man, I wish there was another video for this, or man, I wish I could find more resources. So 9 times out of 10, I will give you those extra resources. What I don't want you to do is just Google, okay? When you Google math, you get these crazy responses sometimes that are not even relevant to what we're doing. People use different notation. People use different vocabulary. People have different emphases. I might emphasize this and a different video might emphasize that. And so please don't Google. Come to these options. I have hand selected some options for you. If you're wanting additional help, start here. And if that still isn't enough, well, then just email me and say, hey, Bishop, I've watched everything you've provided and I still don't understand domain and range. Can you please help me with that? And then we'll set up a time, we'll figure it out. Okay, after all the lesson materials, then I have a section that is in the form of these optional, I call them checkpoints. I'm going to show you how this looks in the module. So within the module itself, what we just now got through was all of these, the lesson videos and resources. That was the PowerPoints and then those videos. That's the end of that section. The section that's coming up next is what I call the optional practice section. So these are in the form of checkpoints or sometimes actual practice documents where the answer key is provided. Anything in this category does not go into the gradebook. This is just your safe space to go practice the concepts, see how it's going, see if you feel good about it, or if you still need more help. Because right after the optional section comes the mandatory section. So these are the things that are going to get graded. So here's the way our homework is going to look. I'll click right here, homework. So the homework for this week, and almost always this is what it looks like, is you will be expected to download and complete this homework document. If you have access to a printer and you're able to print it, awesome, please do. If not, that's okay. Just use regular paper and you can write out your answers on regular paper. The other option is if you have a tablet, you can just use your Apple Pen or your stylus or whatever you're using, and you can complete it in its electronic form, right? Those of you that have a tablet, you know what I'm talking about. You can just complete it electronically. So either way, you're going to do these problems. You're going to complete this homework assignment. Now, when you're done, I got to move my little bar here. There we go. When you're done with the homework, okay, the very next page in our module is where you're going to submit it. So here's the way I grade homework. They're all in the form of a quiz, but they're not a quiz. They go in the homework category of our grade. I just have to call them quizzes for Canvas purposes, but it's homework, not a quiz. So what I'm going to do is each week, I will ask you to just spot check a couple of your answers. So look here, question 1. What did you identify the input and output to be for the graph in question 2? Okay, you know that homework you just completed? Question 2 was a graph. So look at your homework and just see, oh, question 2, the graph, I said that the input was time. Okay, cool. So you'll just click. I said that the input was time and the output was height. Or maybe it's backwards and the input was actually height and the output was distance or whatever. But you'll just look at question 2 on your homework and tell me what you had. Next one. What was your answer to number 3, part C? Okay, here's your homework. Number 3, part C. I got 5. Okay, cool. You'll just type 5. Okay, so this is me. It's called spot checking. I'm just getting a feel. Are you on the right track? Are you getting the right answers? Or are you getting the wrong answers? I'm going to spot check a few of them, 5 to be specific. And then question 6 is where you will upload your PDF. So remember, in module 0, you have been taught how to make a PDF. So if you have your homework sitting in front of you, now is the time that you'll take out your smartphone, maybe you'll turn it into a PDF and you will attach that PDF right here. And the other 10 points of your homework assignment come from you just showing me that you attempted the whole thing You did your best. Every problem was done. And that's how you earned the other 10 points. Okay. So that is how homework looks each week. Yes, I want to leave the site. And then last but not least, oh no, second to last, the day after your homework is due. So this homework is due on January 20th, okay? The very next day, the solutions will become available. So you can't see them right now because it's not January 21st yet. But the day after the homework is due, you'll come back to Canvas and the solutions are there. Because remember, I only spot checked a few of them. So there's a whole bunch of problems on that document. You have no idea if you got them right or wrong. Well, I want you to know if you got them right or wrong. So you're going to come back and you're going to get the answer key and you're going to check yourself on the rest of them. See how it went. So that's the answer keys. And then usually a couple days after that is when your quiz will be. If and when there's a quiz, which I'll be honest, most weeks there are, the quiz will always be due just a couple days later, because here's what I'm picturing. You're going to turn in your homework. The very next day, you're going to get the answer key. And you're going to check over the next couple of days, how did it go? Did the homework go fabulously? Okay, great. Go take your quiz right away. Did the homework go maybe not so great? Okay, well, you've got a couple of days to ask me questions, go to the tutoring center, pop into our online tutoring, send me an email, text your friend, whatever the case may be, right? I always want there to be a couple of days of wiggle room before you go in and take your quizzes. The quizzes do not require lockdown browser, but they are timed, okay? And again, there's usually one quiz per week for the most part. And that is the end of it. That's the end of week one. So again, let me kind of zoom out and show you the entire thing. There we go. There it is. So that's what this week looks like. You've got the overview. Here's all your lesson material. Here's your optional safe place to practice. And then here is your list of mandatories. And that's the structure of this class. So every single week, I'll just release a new module. The structure will be the same though. Lessons, optional practice, mandatory. Almost always I run things on a like a Sunday through Sunday schedule. This particular week, I do have something due. I pushed it all the way to the next Monday just because I know it's a lot. And so instead of giving you 7 days to do that module, I went ahead and gave you the one extra, day 8, just in case you need it. But typically everything is a Sunday through Sunday. Your new module will post on Sunday and everything from that module will be due during the week, with the final deadline being the next Sunday. So that is a little feel for how the course is going to be ran. Hopefully you found it helpful. And if you have any questions at all, just reach out to me. I'm always available and happy to help. So nice to meet you guys. Excited to work with you and we will be in touch. Thank you.